Bro, they got flying spiders in Vallejo. There was like 2 of them on my fucking camera while I was just recording. And they're still flying around, bro. This shit's crazy. Shit is crazy. Brother, this fucking lighting is trash. I don't care. Alright. Yo, I don't know if this is gonna sound good or if this mic even works, but all we can do is try. Look, I don't even have my damn tripod with me, so we're just gonna make this shit work. Alright. So, what it do? I'm out here in Vallejo, California. On my channel, I talk a lot about self-development, balancing energies and all that. But this time, this is just kind of like a, I don't know, a little motivational message, I suppose. And it's kind of like, I reached a point where I simply just don't care anymore. Like, and not even in like a nonchalant, like, oh, I don't give a fuck. No, it's just like, I'm in this state where I just do shit. You know, I'm no longer acting off of my emotions or operating off of my emotions. You know, I don't really take my feelings into account. I don't think about anything like that because it's like, your feelings are very temporary. And with temporary emotions, they can only get you so far, you know. You won't get too far if you're only acting off of your emotions. Oh, Lord. If you are feeling inspired or you're feeling motivated, that only lasts so long, and then you're gonna have to actually find motivation anyway to continue doing what you want to do. You know, it's just much more practical to just act, you know, and just do what you want to do what you need to do, whatever that is, and act upon it. Don't think about it. Don't worry about the outcome, because it's going to be a result anyway, right? A lot of us get caught up on what the result looks like because we have a result in mind, when I believe that if you just keep going and we know that the outcome is going to come anyway, whatever outcome that is, something is going to come whether you put in actions. When you put in action, something will come, a result will come. So worrying about what the outcome is doesn't make too much sense, you know. And if you're someone who's goal-driven and you have a goal in mind, or you have something that you want to obtain, well then the stressor there for most people who are like this would be the how they're going to obtain this thing. And that's just another way that your mind limits you. You know, all of it is just action. If you just take action, you're going to arrive at a place, at a destination. It will bring you somewhere. Depending on how much work you put in, will closely align to the thing that you so desire. But it's better just to release desires, because desires or wanting something is kind of similar to wishful thinking, right? And wishful thinking is similar to desire, because as someone who sits back and doesn't take any action and just wishes they had stuff, right, is kind of in the same boat as someone who desires an outcome. They are taking action, but they are focused too much on the goal, so their actions, they overlook it or they overthink it. You know, maybe it doesn't bring them to a destination where they thought they'd end up, so then they end up rejecting it altogether, an opportunity altogether, you know. One thing that I've learned since like really traveling on my own to just random places and making what I can of it is the fact that like life is what you make of it. Like travel, hold on, that's not what I meant to say. I kind of lost my stream of thought, but we'll get back to that thought. That thought will come again. I don't even know what I was gonna say, but I know it was something good. Either way, traveling by myself, just going places, has brought me many opportunities and many different experiences and perspectives that I would have never been able to discover on my own if I didn't go out and take a chance. If I didn't go out and just do what I needed to do and take action. Like, I know where I want to end up in life. I know the kind of money I want to make. You know, I can sit here and ponder and try and hustle up for the money, but to me, I value the experiences I have, and I value my peace, and I value, you know, how I obtain things. Because if in the process of trying to obtain something I am stressed or I find myself uneasy, it's not really worth it in the end. You know, it's like, for example, people who hustle, like throughout high school, you hustle for 4 years just to graduate, and then you turn around and you're like you get your diploma and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I got it, now what? You know, you don't look back and you're like, oh, like, what experiences did I have? Who did I meet? What connections did I make? You know, that's a journey right there. And so when we're so goal-oriented and so goal-focused, we end up missing out on the journey, on the experience of getting there. And that's just the person with the desiring type of mindset, someone who desires a lot or is goal-oriented and they're too focused on the goal. They end up flying through the experience and missing out on many opportunities that could have brought them, you know, better peace, better happiness. And that's exactly what I look at. Oh my gosh, there are so many goddamn spiders on my camera right now, but I am not going to worry about it. But yeah, as I was saying, but the thought came back, returned to me. So one of the things that I noticed while traveling on the road by myself is the world is so big. Like, it is so vast. There are so many things that we don't even think of. And I don't even mean like just like looking at or like what's going on in the world. I just mean like we're so caught up in our head sometimes that we don't even recognize what is all around us. Like, traveling on your own and going up, like, I've traveled to Oakland this past weekend, and I took a hike and I was just on top of a mountain, and it just had me realize just how like big this world is. how young I am and how much I can create. Like, that's the biggest thing. I recognize like my power and my gifts and my abilities and where I want to go. And I recognize that everything that you see around you has been created by someone. It was a thought that came into an idea, you know, including the fancy cars that we desire, the big houses we desire. That was all a thought that someone thought of, and an idea that they brought to life. And so while I was up there on that mountain, I was just looking at the small city, and I was like, wow, like, imagine, like, since, you know, the area was surrounded by a lot of grass, not too many buildings, and so I was just looking at life as if like it was an open map, like a free world for you to just create, right? But what holds us back is as our fear and stresses about money and placing too much external value on the things around us instead of within ourselves. I don't believe that I would have been able to obtain this perspective if I hadn't done the work, the inner work, to open up my mind, to free myself of my fears and recognize, you know, what thoughts were mine, what thoughts weren't mine, what thoughts I should put my energy into, what thoughts I shouldn't, practicing inner peace, finding things that align with me, all that stuff. I would have missed out on that perspective, and I would have still stayed in my limited bubble, my limited way of thinking that wouldn't have led me to even create. Like, I'm creating a video right now. I've created a TikTok. I've created many things, and I'm still in the process of doing so. And that came from doing the dirty work within myself, though. And that's why I preach about what I preach, you know. I know sometimes, you know, it takes, before I really start making a change in this world, it's going to take a lot more work, a lot more knowledge and studying. But I believe that I can do it, so that's all that matters, you know. I just believe that if you're someone, which you probably are, who has confined themselves in a box of fears, I really, really encourage you to step outside of that box. Start doing things that make you feel uncomfortable. Put yourself in new places. Experience new things. And if you're someone, on the other hand, who is goal-oriented, slow down. You know? There's no rush. There's no race. Really slow down and go at your own pace, and make sure that every single thing that you're doing to get to your desired goal, that you feel okay in this moment, that you feel happy, that you feel content. Because if this goal is bringing you along a journey of stress, once you obtain it, you won't even feel fulfilled. You'll feel tired and burnt out. You know? I don't know about you, but I'm someone who really values that. And you know, like, I really believe that if you're not focusing on the now while you're trying to obtain this thing, you're going to miss out on a whole bunch of opportunities, because you won't even realize what's in front of you, because all your eye is seeing is that thing. I think that's great, though. You know, I think that's a great thing to stay focused, but and not get distracted, but learn to balance it out. you know, and that way the journey is more enjoyable for you. And for the people out there who just don't take much action, just get up and do it, and don't allow your fears to hold you back, and do not act on your emotions, because like I said, those are temporary. You're gonna have, those emotions are not gonna stay, and once they're gone, then what? All you have left is to rely on you, fall back on you. So it's up to you whether you feel like it or not, just to go out and do it anyway, you know. So yeah, I suppose that's all I had to say. I know my voice is pretty monotone the entire time, so I hope that hasn't bored you guys. I haven't bored you guys out with my tone of voice. But this is just me when I'm at peace, man. I'm literally at peace. I also got this new mic. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning, but I did get a new mic, and I have yet to see how it sounds. This is like the very first time that I'm like using it, and I'm hearing it, and well, I will hear it when I get home, but yeah. I hope you guys have a good life. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the experience. And if you made it to the end, thanks for watching. Give it a like. Give it a like. Also, thumbs up to you for staying and listening to this game. It's not really a game, but it's like freeing game, I guess. It's like more like, it's more or less, I want you guys to see this video as like an opportunity of what could be, even though like there was nothing to be shown really, but just my words. But this is just like, I guess, like an opportunity. Like I said, like life, there's opportunity everywhere. Like there's no limits to where you can go, where you need to be. So go ahead and take it. Take life for what it is. Doesn't mean you should take every opportunity. Be wise about it, you know. Use your own discernment. Definitely use your discernment, but don't miss out on those opportunities by staying trapped up here. And don't limit yourself too, because when you're trapped up here, the opportunities fly past your head, and then you're also staying limited in what you feel like you can do in this lifetime, which I'm here to tell you, the possibilities are endless. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you made it to the end, you are now an official bromie, bromeo, and high five. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here, bro. Yeah, it's so peaceful though, man. I don't even want to leave for real. Like, yeah. Also, y'all check out my Instagram, because I'm gonna be really on my photography game too as I travel. I'm gonna be taking a lot more pictures, getting more creative. And yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.